Welcome to the Wrestling Stable podcast, where you don't join, you're chosen. I am your host, Will Williams. Please follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Stable or visit us at WrestlingStable.com for the latest news, updates, and reviews. Today, we're covering Night 2 of NJPW's Wrestle Kingdom, January 5th, 2020, from the Tokyo Dome. We begin with our opening match, and it is for the never openweight six-man tag team championships, and it is a gauntlet match. The rules are random entry, 2 teams at a time, and 60-minute fall matches. Winners stay on. The last team left are the never openweight six-man tag team champions. It features the most violent players, Maccabi, Yano, and Taguchi, the champions, defending against Chaos members Ishii, Yoshihashi, and Robbie Eagles, versus Los Ingobernables de Japón, Evil, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi versus Suzuki Goons, Tai Chi, El Desperado, and Kanemaru versus Bullet Club's Bad Luck Fale, Takahashi, and Chase Owens. Highlights. We start off with Team Bullet Club against Team Chaos. Ishii hits the vertical drop brainbuster on Chase for the 1-2-3. Bullet Club is eliminated. Next, we have Team Suzuki Goon entering the gauntlet. Kanemaru and Desperado double team Robbie Eagles and get a 2 before Yoshihashi breaks up the count. Kanemaru and Eagles go back and forth with waistlock switches, and then Eagles rolls up Kanemaru for the 1-2-3. Suzuki Goon is eliminated. Next, we have Team LIJ. Evil hits Bronco Buster on Eagles. Eagles drops Shingo with a backpack driver. Yoshihashi tags in and hangs up Shingo on the top rope. Evil and Ishii enter the ring and slug it out. Evil goes for everything is evil, but is blocked. Evil hits Darkness Falls on Ishii, but there is some confusion over whether it's a 2 or 3 count. Referee confirms it was a 3. Chaos is eliminated. The defending champs are out next. Bushi DDTs Maccabi. Shingo comes in and he and Maccabi exchange clotheslines. Maccabi tags into Gucci, who calls for Bombay, but Bushi drop kicks him. Evil and Shingo double team Maccabi, but he clotheslines both. Taguchi goes for Bombay, hits it, and then Dodon and Shingo, but Shingo kicks out. He maintains wrist control and Shingo puts Shingo into an ankle lock. Shingo gets up and Bushi misses Taguchi. Shingo hits Made in Japan on Taguchi for the 1-2-3. Your winners and new never openweight six-man tag team champions, LIJ. Next, we have a break until the main card begins. Our first match on the main card, it has a 60-minute time limit, and it is JYUSHIN Thunder Liger's retirement match. And it is a tag team match featuring JYUSHIN Thunder Liger and Sano with Fujiwara versus Ryu Lee, the former Dragon Lee, and Hiromu Takahashi. Lee and new junior heavyweight champion Takahashi come out first. Then Fujiwara comes out to the ring to corner Liger and Sano. Highlights. Liger starts off with Takahashi. He gets Takahashi in a surfboard and then Romero special. Lee and Takahashi double team Liger as the fans boo. Takahashi locks in the Fujiwara armbar as his originator looks on. Sano tags in Liger and Lee tags in Takahashi. Takahashi wails on Liger in the corner until Liger powerbombs him. Lee dives over the top rope to hit all men, but Liger and Sano move out of the way, and he only hits Takahashi. Liger hits a brainbuster for 2. Takahashi hits a Falcon Arrow on Liger. Takahashi goes for the time bomb, but it's reversed into a roll-up. Then he hits the time bomb for the 1-2-3. Your winners, Ryu Lee and Hiromu Takahashi. Our second match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, featuring Bullet Club's Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo, the champions, versus Roppongi 3K's Sho and Yo. The Super Junior Tag League winners challenge for the tag titles. ELP makes his Wrestle Kingdom debut. Highlights. Match starts with Sho and Yo both diving over the top rope onto the champs. Sho spears Ishimori and then tags Yo. Yo throws Ishimori over the top onto his partner. Sho German suplexes both of the champions at the same time. ELP hits best moonsault ever on Sho, but he kicks out. ELP and Ishimori go for the 3K, but is reversed into a destroyer. ELP hits a Styles class on Sho for a 2 count. Ishimori slides in a tag belt. Rocky jumps on the apron and takes away the title. ELP goes for a low blow, but Sho has a cup on this time. What sneaky style. Roppongi hits 3K on Ishimori, then shock arrow and dragon suplex. Roppongi hit a shock arrow from the top for the 1-2-3. 3. Your winners and new IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, Roppongi 3K. The third match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the British Heavyweight Championship, featuring the champion Zack Sabre Jr. versus Sonata. Highlights: just an amazing submissions and reversals all throughout this match. Classic wrestling, as expected. Zack on the outside begins losing his cool, and as we have seen in the past few weeks. Sonata goes for a standing moonsault, and ZSJ locks in Clarky Cat. Zack driver reversed into Skull's End, and ZSJ escapes. Zack hits a flying PK. ZSJ locks in Cobra Twist, but Sonata powers out. He goes for a Skull End and then a series of roll-up reversals until ZSJ gets the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still British Heavyweight Champion, Zack Sabre Jr. The fourth match has a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship between Jon Moxley, the challenger, and Juice Robinson. Juice, one half of the new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, looks for double gold. Juice and Moxley's long history comes to a head here at Wrestle Kingdom 14 in the Tokyo Dome. Highlights: Moxley and Juice brawl outside the ring for a while. Moxley hits Juice with a chair, even though it's not a no DQ match. Moxley bites the eyebrow of Juice, and Juice hits a big spine buster on him to get out of that. Juice lands a gut check and almost drops Moxley, but tries again and powerbombs him. Moxley locks a figure 4 on Juice. Juice hits a left hand to God on the outside into a chair into Moxley's face. Juice superplexes Moxley off of the top and then hits a jackhammer. Moxley calls for Death Rider, but Juice reverses and rolls up for a 2 count. Moxley hits a flying knee and then the two brawl back and forth, and Juice hits 2 left hands of gods and goes for a pulp friction, but it's reversed into a Death Rider for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still IWGP US Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. After the match, Minoru Suzuki is here to confront Moxley. They slug it out, and Suzuki hits a Gotch-style pile driver, laying out Moxley. He grabs a microphone and asks who he thinks he is picking a fight with. The fifth match has a 60-minute time limit, and it's for the Never Openweight Championship, featuring champion Kenta defending against Hiroki Goto. Kenta almost wins by countout, but Goto gets back in at 19. Kenta kicks Goto in the spine and echoes throughout the dome. Goto hits a big spinning clothesline. Goto hits the Ushigoroshi. Kenta locks a crossface in. Kenta hits Jato's draping DDT on Goto, and then a Kenta stalling corner dropkick. Kenta hits a double stomp from the top, but Goto kicks out. Kenta charges for a psycho knee, but Goto reverses with a sleeper hold. Kenta lands a PK and then a psycho knee for a long 2. Kenta tries go to sleep, but Goto escapes. They go back and forth with palm strikes. Goto lands GTW for the 2. Goto hits GTR for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new Never Openweight Champion, Hiroki Goto. Goto is 6-0 in championship matches at Wrestle Kingdom. Your sixth match has a 60-minute time limit and is a special singles match between Kota Ibushi versus Jay White with Gato. Both men look real confident even after losing their matches last night. This is a rematch of the G1 Climax Final. Highlights: Kota Ibushi is dropped off the apron with a double axe handle and flies off and lands between the floor mat and the guardrail. Later in the ring, Ibushi hits the bastard driver. Ibushi strikes Jay down to the ground, and that evil look comes back to Ibushi that he got against Okada last night. He is back in the same zone. White hits Kota, but he comes back with a clothesline that completely flips Jay. Jay hits the deadlift German and then Blade Buster and then the Kiwi Crusher. White is on the top turnbuckle. Ibushi goes for a springboard Rana, but Jay counters and Ibushi falls off the top rope, knocking the wind out of him. Jay sets up for a top rope Uranagi and hits it. Kota lands the V-trigger. Kota calls for Bombay, but Jay reversed, but Kota does hit a German suplex. Tries again, hits the Bombay for 2. Goes for Kamagoye, but White slings Ibushi into the ref. Gato comes in with a chair and hits Ibushi in the back with a chair, but does not affect him. Kota punches Gato right in the chest. Kota hits another V-trigger and then hits the last ride, but no ref. Kota hits Kamagoye, but Gato pulls the ref out of the ring. He rolls in with brass knucks, but Kota blocks him. Jay throws a chair at Kota's head. Then Gato hits him in the jaw with the brass knucks. Gato rolls the ref back in. Jay hits a strong straight jacket Bloody Sunday and then a Blade Runner for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Jay White. And Kota Ibushi went 0-2 this year at Wrestle Kingdom. Next is our 7th match with a 60-minute time limit, and it's a special singles match between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Chris Jericho. If Tanahashi wins, he gets a future AEW championship match. Highlights: Jericho DDTs Tanahashi on the announcer's table while yelling Bakahashi, which is a mixture of Hiroshi's last name and idiot or fool in Japanese. Jericho goes to the top rope, plays air guitar, and then goes for the high fly flow, but Tanahashi rolls out of the ring. Later, Jericho throws Tanahashi over the top rope, but he skins the cat and comes back in. Tanahashi rushes towards Jericho, but he moves, and Tanahashi takes out the ref. With the ref down, Jericho whips Tanahashi with his weight belt. Tanahashi jumps off the top rope with a high fly flow onto Jericho on the outside. Tanahashi hits 2 dragon screw leg whips and a drop kick on Jericho as he was trying to get into the ring. Tanahashi goes for a high fly flow, but Jericho gets knees up. Jericho goes for the lion salt, but does not cover right away, and Tanahashi kicks out. Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho for a while. Tanahashi jumps off the top, but countered into a code breaker. Tanahashi hits a code breaker of his own on Jericho and twist and shout. Tanahashi goes to the top rope. He hits a crossbody, but Jericho rolls through into a walls of Jericho again. Then he cinches back into a proper lion tamer, and Tanahashi taps out. Your winner, Chris Jericho. Time to crown the first ever double champion. This is your 8th match, and it has a 60-minute time limit. It is for both the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Championship, featuring IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada versus IWGP Intercontinental Champion Tetsuya Naito. Highlights: Naito hits a draping neck breaker from the ring apron to the floor. Naito locks a full Nelson with his legs on Okada. Okada hits an elbow off of the top rope. Okada wide shot pose. Naito hits a Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Okada hits a shotgun drop kick and then drop kicks Naito off of the top rope onto the floor. Okada picks up Naito outside the ring and he drops him injured knee first into an announcer's table. Naito is in a lot of pain, but gets into the ring at 19. Okada to the top and hits a missile drop kick from the top rope for 2. Naito lands a corkscrew DDT off of the top ropes. Naito hits a high angle Gloria and then a poison Rana from the top rope. Naito hits a Destino for almost 3. Naito and Okada slug it out on their knees. On their feet, Naito spits in the face of Okada. Naito smacks Okada, but Okada hits a spinning Rainmaker and then a Tombstone. Hits another Rainmaker, but Naito kicks out. We are 30 minutes in. Okada calls for the sit-down Tombstone, but Naito slips out. Naito spits in the face of Okada again. Okada works on the knees of Naito, and the crowd begins to boo. Okada hits 2 more Rainmakers, goes for another one, and gets a Destino. Naito can't cover right away because of knee pain, and Okada kicks out. Naito slams Okada, and he goes to the top for the Stardust Press, but Okada kicks out. Naito hits a Destino for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and both IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champions, Tetsuya Naito. Naito grabs a microphone and says that winning in the Tokyo Dome feels pretty good. Maybe one more time in the future. Let's do this again. The camera goes to Okada, who gives him a fist salute while being helped to the back. Naito says that with these two belts, he will take steps forward into the future. Naito begins his LIJ roll call when Kenta comes out and attacks Naito and drops him with the go to sleep. He sits on Naito's chest holding both belts. Bushi comes out to chase away Kenta. Naito beats Okada to become double champion and the king of sports, but his moment is ruined by Kenta. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Stable and visit us at WrestlingStable.com, where you don't join, you're chosen.